Forget a tumble dryer. This is a much better way to dry your clothes. Now, my wife got sick of using a tumble dryer about a decade ago from having the clothes shrink in the wash. And she bought this era. It's all heated. You plug it in and you just flick it up. Each arm sits on one of those little hooks and you've got an on-off switch down the bottom. It's really nice and simple. The great thing is about it, you can leave it on overnight. You can see this is the Dry Soon by Lakeland in the UK, but you can get lots of different varieties. And we've had this about 10 years and it's held up really well. That's what it looks like empty. You can see it's got lots of space on there. Here's the hook I'm talking about. You just push up and it folds down. One of them's broken, but we've had it 10 years, as I said. But I've just, jerry-rigged it back together with a little elastic band there. And if you're only using it half, you can fold that in and it just stands up and works perfectly as half as well. Just plugs in. It's so nice and easy, but it has lasted really well. Instead of putting your clothes on a radiator against the wall where the moisture goes into the wall, this is just such a better option. It does take a while, but like I said, you can leave it overnight. You're not worrying like a tumble dryer maybe about a fire or anything. It folds away so nicely when you're done. We've got this little Velcro loop to keep the plug on, so we simply tie that on there on the top and it just stores away so easily because it folds flat. And this was me on another day just putting it out at half because I only had a small load, and I've put it in the window during the day and then during the night I can plug it in and just turn it on and leave it overnight. So again, great, really flexible options. If you want the extra support, you can just put that out. You don't need to put the other side up, but you can if you want. It's so versatile. And if you're worried about the condensation getting out into the room, you can put this extra cover on it as well that it comes with. And it's got a zip, 2 zips on the front. It's much easier to put it on when it's on half, and I'm only showing you the half here, but it does really work as well because it not only keeps the air circulating inside, it makes it look less ugly in your room. As you can see, it's right in the middle of our lounge, and it adds to the efficiency of it as well. Now, this is me kind of butchering it, but you get the idea. It's also got the mesh vent on the front, and it's got, as you can see here, this is one of the zips in use. It always reminds me of like a toilet tent from camping, but it does work really well. My wife rates it too, which in my household is the most important. And to get the clothes on there, put big items on the bottom to spread them out, so then if anything drops it catches them as well. I've got my jam bottoms on there, and then everything else just goes on nicely. Trousers on top, t-shirts and tops in the middle, and you can then lay things flat on top as well, so it just covers a lot of options. And now it's time to activate Turbo Gopher mode. Enjoy. I also want to say that this option uses much less energy than a tumble dryer, so even though it takes a bit longer, it's just that much easier on your bills. So again, another great reason why we like it. And when it comes to putting the clothes on, as you can see, I'm also putting the trousers or pants, whichever you prefer to call them, on the outside, so they can just hang down and wrap around the outside poles. In this case, I've just put the small items on top. They just sit. You can put them flat and it works really well. However you want to do it, it's pretty easy. And a quick look at how I've done it once I've finished. Hey, you've got the socks and small items. Then I've got like tops, t-shirts and shorts in the middle, and then I've spread my pajama bottoms along the bottom. I got a gap on the bottom, but that's all good. You do want to put stuff on the bottom that's flat, and if you want to hang stuff like shirts and everything else on the side, it does handle the weight, so it's really good for that. Now next up, go and watch my video on the screen here on getting the most out of your washing machine, or click the link below in the description and comments if you can't see it. I know it's going to really help you, and I'll see you there.